So hello everybody, my name is Felipe. I'm a professor here at Universidad de los Andes School of Management. And you know, each year we have our international summer school where we have the pleasure and the honor to have professors from different parts of the planet joining us and teaching our students. I am here with three guests that came to teach at our summer school, Johannes, Filipa, and Carlton. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So before start, I would like to give you like a very quick, brief moment for you to introduce yourselves. So Johannes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Johannes Saver, professor at TU Munich in Germany. I'm an economist, and I'm here for the first time for the summer school. So,
First time here, but second time in Colombia?
third time in Colombia, first time here for the summer school.
Great.
Not last time, I hope.
Me too. Filipa, bem-vinda. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Filipa Rodrigues. I'm a professor at Nova School of Business and Economics, where I teach human resource management and leadership. And I'm here for the first time teaching at Uniandes, and I'm very, very happy. And it was an amazing experience.
Also, not your first time in Colombia, right?
No, I lived in Colombia in the past. So I lived in Colombia when I was 16 years old. And yeah, but it has been many years without coming, so almost 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome back then.
Thank you.
Carlton.
Yes, hi, Carlton O'Neal. I'm a professor of marketing and sales at the University of San Diego. This is my fourth time teaching at Uniandes, my second time in Bogota. I loved coming to Bogota. I was very excited when I got selected to come, and I'm teaching the sales class here with a lot of very enthusiastic students.
So coincidentally today we are here with three guests that already knew Colombia before. So this is awesome. Johannes, what would you like to highlight from your teaching experience here at Uniandes?
Yeah, very good question. I was very impressed by the interest that the students have in the subject, in the topic. They are very eager to learn new stuff from other regions, experiences. Analytically, they're really sharp, but the language level is also very good. In general, yeah, it's a very positive atmosphere in the class. This is the most amazing thing. Yeah.
Great. Filipa, what would you like to highlight from your teaching experience here at Uniandes?
Yeah, well, it was rewarding to see the commitment of the students in class and their curiosity. So they asked many questions about my experience, and they also brought their own experience to class. So it was really great. We had great discussions.
Awesome. Carlton.
Yeah, so very professional. I'm always impressed with the Uniandes students. It's funny, we have a mix typically of graduate students and undergraduates, and I'll be honest and say I can't tell which is which sometimes. So the undergraduates are very professional and engaged, the MBA students also as well. So, and the sales subject that I teach, this is the fourth time, every time the class is full. So clearly, I guess there's a wait list, I don't know, but clearly there's a huge interest in the subject. And so that enthusiasm really translates into the class. And of course, as a sales class, we do a lot of interaction, a lot of role plays, negotiations, and whatever. So that enthusiasm really adds to the spirit of the class and the learning that goes on. It's been great.
Awesome. For us, it's always nice to know that our students are interesting. And in fact, the second question is about that. So, Johannes, what would you say was the most valuable lesson that you have learned from our students? Maybe one specific thing.
They're very team-oriented, I would say. They have a very good level of social capital, if you want to use this term. So they work in teams, and my experience is not all students really like to work in teams, but here in this course, they all prefer to work with each other and exchange ideas and knowledge. So this is the most positive moment I had today.
Great. And Filipa, what would you say about this?
Well, more or less the same. So it was really surprising to see students engaging in every single exercise and standing up and walking around the room just to talk with each other. So it was really good to see this commitment to the exercises and having lots of discussions with each other. So yeah, I agree with the teamwork and also the good energy in class.
Great. Carlton, something something about the topic?
Yeah, so the class I'm teaching actually is international sales. So I try to bring in, examples from other countries. Obviously, my U.S. experience I bring in, but also other countries. We're doing a case actually today in one of our last classes about ABB Caterpillar. ABB is a big European company. Caterpillar's U.S. and the sales dynamic and the culture issues involved there. And we've done other cases like that. And I find that the students in Uniandes really engage socially. I agree with Johannes. And I would add to that saying also cross-culturally. Most of the students are from Colombia, some from neighboring countries, but I'm providing material that is clearly outside of the South American Andes region. And they're really tackling it with a lot of enthusiasm. And I really appreciate that. And it shows, in business, everybody's going to learn finance and accounting and all the subjects. Your success in business is really driven by your ability to embrace other cultures, other people, work in teams, all the things the other professors have said. And the Uniandes student exemplifies that. It's really impressive.
This is great because our summer school is all about that. It's an opportunity for our students and the professors that come to have an intercultural, cross-cultural experience. So it's great for us to know about that. And in fact, so this is very interesting because you already knew Colombia in different ways. So, but anyways, Johannes, again, was there something you discovered or rediscovered about Colombia or Bogota that you were not expecting?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think what I experienced I do a lot of walking if I have time. So walking around here, walking when I want and where I want is very important in Europe. Here I thought at the beginning, okay, safety issues, what you read in media in Europe, of course, but I never had any occasion, any situation where I had a bit of negative feeling about safety. So I think it's a very positive atmosphere in the city. Of course, it depends where you're going, but I think this is something worth also putting a bit more higher on the marketing agenda for the city, I think. That it's a really positive atmosphere and safety issues might be at the margin, but not more than in any other European or US city of the same size. So,
okay. And Filipa, so how long you lived here? Like 20 years ago or something? Mm-hmm. So for you probably was a rediscovery of the city, right?
I lived here 30 years ago. And the last time I was here, it was 20 years ago. So I'm amazed to see the difference. So I found Bogota to be very cosmopolitan, lots of restaurants and good ones, really good restaurants, arts, and you can really walk around, and it's a very safe city as well. And you can feel the positive energy. So, but a completely different city. So, and very, very, very modern. And at the same time, you are close to nature. So you can go to and explore La Quebrada La Vieja. So you can have different experiences in Bogota, and it's such a big city and a beautiful one. So you can explore different scenarios.
Carlton, I know that you were traveling a bit, right?
Yes, exactly. Well, I have good news and bad news about my experience in Colombia. The good news is the yoga studio that I went to 9 years ago is still open. I've been 3 times. I think I'm going again tomorrow. And it's just as fantastic as ever. They're very embracing of me and my very bad Spanish. The bad news is my favorite restaurant closed. But there's better news, which is I found a bunch of other fantastic, I'm really blown away by the food culture here. And especially last weekend, I went to Medellin for the first time. I've been wanting to go my whole life. It's been in the news, as we all know, mostly for bad things, as we all know. And I have to say the Colombian people are very open about that, very upfront. I took some tours. They said, yeah, there were some bad times. Medellin is a fantastic city and really great weather, open, a lot of art, culture. It's amazing. It's a phoenix rising from its own ashes. It's amazing. And the time before I went to Cartagena, and I thought, well, how come the Americans aren't just coming to what an amazing Caribbean city. So Colombia it's a country that needs more PR, I think, because the assets are huge and they're just not well known. So
I fully agree. I'm not Colombian, in fact, I'm Brazilian, and
Really?
I live in Colombia already for 8 years.
Wow.
And I agree with you guys. It's a great place to visit, and also it's a great place to live.
To live. Mhm.
Yeah. So already wrapping the interview, I would like to know from each one of you. So, Johannes, what's the main difference between teaching at Uniandes and at your school?
That's also, again, a very good question. I think Uniandes students, they're prepared to do work, to deliver the exercises you asked for. So there was never any negative remark on, do we have to do this again or another more work? So it was always positive. And in German, you sometimes expect it right from the beginning that some people will complain nevertheless what you do, but here was exactly the opposite. They always were positive, and no problem with the second presentation or second teamwork. They were all ready to work and engage. So this is something I will take with me and communicate to my German students for sure.
Great. Filipa?
Well, to be honest, there are no major differences. So at my school, Nova School of Business and Economics, I have many students coming from Europe and some from South America. So we are used to have these great discussions in class. They participate a lot. And I found the same here. But there is one slight difference that I was not expecting, and it was the connection with students. It was really fast. So I was not expecting that because of the short time that I've been here. So I think that this says a lot about how Colombians are welcoming.
Nice. Carlton?
All right, so so I would say there's not really too many differences between University of San Diego students and Uniandes. We have a lot of foreign students, and in fact, being close to the Mexican border, I would say maybe even a third of my students are Spanish as a first language. So again, very similar to Uniandes in that sense. But the main point is that it's an intense 2 weeks. Packing a whole semester into 2 weeks is intense, and that's the main difference, but it has nothing to do with Uniandes. It's just the nature of the schedule. But very positive experience overall.
Great. So, Carlton, let's finish by inviting students from perhaps from the U.S. to come and join us here at Uniandes during our next summer school.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously, it depends on the transfer of credit and what courses are being offered, but you cannot miss having a fantastic experience at Uniandes in Bogota. And I guess in that sense, it's only 2 weeks, so you have the rest of your summer. So I would say that's definitely something to put on your list of things to do.
Great. And Filipa, we also have an exchange program where students from Europe and from all over the world can come and join us here for one semester. So perhaps we can invite our students from Nova to join us sometime.
Yes, definitely I will. And I will talk about that in my future classes as well. So I will tell the students how Uniandes is a great place to study. The campus is amazing. We didn't talk about that. The campus is fabulous. And also the students, they have very high quality. So I think that you definitely should come to Los Andes.
And Johan, what did you think about our campus? Perhaps invite our more German students to come.
Yes, I will do that. It's high on my agenda. And I already have one German student actually in the class here. He joined on his own plannings privately, but I think it's a role model for more students to also join you for the summer school and then maybe stay longer and for a semester.
Guys, thank you very much for joining us. I hope to see you again next year or at another time. And everybody, thank you very much.